What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the Diamond Select Toys Pacific Rim Uprising Bracer Phoenix. Alright, gang, today we're looking at the second of three from Wave 1 of DST Pacific Rim Uprising Jaegers. And this is the only one I'll be looking at today. I will be saving Saber Athena for Monday. Just life and schedule just got in the way. It is what it is. Tomorrow we will be doing a haul of the week, and I will be looking at the boxes of these in that haul. So if you haven't seen those, they're pretty cool. So check out the haul for that. So there will be more Pacific Rim Uprising from DST in the next couple of days. All right. But let's look at Bracer Phoenix here, and we're gonna start out with his extras, and he only comes with a pair of fists, one smaller one like brass knuckles type deal, one for this side, one for that side. Very nice sculpt on these. As we saw with Gypsy Avenger, the sculpting is very nice on these, as well as the paint. I really like the wash on them. Very cool, and this one looks great. This one here looks pretty good as well. So let's take a look. Just nice and easy. Pops in great. We're going to look at the other hands now. I'm going to do this that way. Why not? And that's how his fist hands look. Because Bracer Phoenix should have his fist hands on, which is what I'll be having him on display with. So he comes with two open hands here in the box, and it looks pretty cool. I like that one a lot. Very Kirby-esque, you know, very cool. And this one here, also open. Look, kind of a little boring on this one, but it's fine. I'm getting some, like, a little bit of orange paint on that, and I think I saw it on the other one as well. Just a little bit here in the knuckle. I'm not sure what's up with that, but there you go. That's all he comes with. But he looks pretty good. I think as far as looks-wise, my only problem is his visor. Really should be a lot brighter. I mean, I could barely make it out on his head. It's a bit unfortunate. Like, I feel like that should be a lot brighter. From all the pics I've seen of actual Bracer, yeah, I feel like that should be a little bit more. But otherwise, sculpting is very nice. Really like the big shoulder pads here, going down to the arms. This looks really great, all this stuff here. Very nicely done. I really like all the gunmetal parts. Looks great, you know, like all inside there. You can see some like rusting on the paint, so very nice. Yeah, we're looking at Sculpt and Paint together because it's just easier with this because there's so much paint going on here. Lots of detail, like really brushed over completely on this guy. Much more so than we saw on Gypsy Avenger. So very nice. But then you are able to get the paint picked out where it is applied nicely. And you got some nice lines going on either side. Very cool. Some more graphics up here on his knees. It is pretty nice. It looks good. It's got a nice look. Got these things on the side here, kind of look like pouches in a sense. The back looks really good. Some thrusters and stuff. Legs look awesome. Kind of that chicken leg type of deal. Very nice. His guns here look very cool. Now these do not come out. That's how you're gonna have to pose them. So, but I mean, why wouldn't you pose them like that? You know, with guns ablazing. Looks good. Again, gunmetal. A little bit of rusting looking stuff there. These things look really cool on the sides, like gun belts. Is that what they are in the movie? Because that's what they look like. pretty cool. Even the bottom of the feet look great. So very nicely sculpted. A lot of wash on this guy. So it's not like a million different colors or anything going on, but you know, that's the figure, and it looks good. Like, I like what they did here. You know, there's a lot of nice parts here, for sure. It's definitely a good look for Bracer Phoenix. Again, I mean, this is my biggest problem, my only real problem with the looks department. Otherwise, I really like how it looks. It's very, very nice. So let's take a look at articulation. Head is on a ball joint. You can move it down, but because of the sculpt, you know, and the design of the character, it's hard to really do too much with him. Can turn it a bit. These are on ball joints, these big shoulder pads, similar to what we saw on Gypsy Avenger. And then as well, we got the double ball joint here, which is really sculpted nicely in between. So you got the big ball there, so you get good range of motion, both sides, up and down, you know. So double ball joint is great, and this side has a nice hinge on it. So I mean, even though you can't go all the way up because of this shoulder pad, you do have it, and it feels good. Feels really good. It can go all the way up with that. Very nicely done. Then you got the single hinge, big hinge. It just feels like a nice gyration there in the elbow. So that's pretty good. And then you got the hinge at the wrist, so you can swivel it. And then you got a nice ball joint here, double ball joint in the chest. You can actually see it. Well, you might not be able to see it, but I can see it. And it rolls pretty well. You know, you can't go too far to side because of the sculpt, but up and down you're getting some good motion, so he can blast up or a little bit down, or straight forward at least. So nothing in the waist. Then you have a swivel at the hip, but then on this side you have a big ball joint and that hinge again, which is such an excellent system. I think that's really good, and this is a lot tighter than it was on Gypsy. My looseness is at his knee right here, a little bit less so on this side, but you can see it there shaking. So that's a spot where you might want to hit with something. So yeah, toss a little fluid in there, tighten it up from back there. But yeah, there's you got a hinge there, and you have a hinge here, and the back hinges work pretty fine, so no problem there. And then you have a swivel up here. You got a hinge forward, got a lot of motion, and this is all a big ball, so, and it can rock really well, which is nice. And then you got the foot articulation, you know, going back and forth. So pretty good, not bad at all. The lower legs have a lot of articulation, which is nice. And that's been the nice surprise with these guys. I mean, I said it in my Gypsy Avenger review. You know, a lot of folks were like really concerned and talking these down because of articulation, but man, I mean, they're pretty good. They give you, you know, as much articulation as you need, you know, for a mech like this. So I dig it, and I think it works very well. No doubt about it. All right, so let's do some size comparisons. We'll bring in Saber Athena here to show you the team first. And Gypsy Avenger, who's super, super tall. Might be a bit too tall. Let's move back a little bit. There we go. We get them all in frame. But they do look good together. I like the contrasting colors, so there you go. I'll take out Saber Athena. Again, we will be looking at Saber Athena come Monday. Here is Sasquatch, another big guy right there. And speaking of big guys, well, actually let's do a smaller guy first. Kind of another brownie guy. We got SH Figure Arts Gamora. You can see that. And now we will do some like comparisons to some kaiju. Starting with Sophie Spirits Raijin. Now again, you know, these are a much different scale, the Robot Spirits, Sophie Spirits stuff. These guys are going to be getting their own kaiju, so be on the lookout for those coming up. So I'm really looking forward to those. The one I saw at Toy Fair was excellent, so but they still look good together, you know? You know, I think it's because the way Bandai washed this one, it's very nicely done. And here is Knifehead from the first movie from NECA. So this scale I do like. I definitely think it works. So yeah, I you know, the more I'm thinking about it, you know, the more I'm looking at it, I feel like these guys do scale decently with the NECAs. You know, Gypsy Avenger does look really big, but, you know, here is another NECA. Crimson Dynamo. But, like, you know, all in all, the scale works well. So you can put them in the same display, no doubt. Perfect. The more I've looked at it, the more I've come around to that. You know, when I first looked at Gypsy compared to the rest, you know, I thought it was different. Here's Gypsy Danger. This is the Anchorage Attack one, which is such a nice looking one. So there you go with that. And now let's look at some Robot Spirits. Starting with Gypsy Avenger here, so you can see how they look there. Yeah, sizing is a bit off, but it's not so bad. You know, like, I kind of dig it. I just like the bulk of that guy. But here's the one that I know a lot of people definitely want to see, and this is the Robot Spirits version of Bracer Phoenix. Again, different scaling. I feel like this one is a closer one to compare because they are closer in size. So, but yeah, I mean, I do really like the, you know, the more gold faceplate there compared to theirs. So, but it's a very different aesthetic. This is very clean. This is not, you know, so different things here. You do get a couple extra accessories with this one than you do here, but that one is more expensive than that. So it is what it is. You know, you're getting something different with both of them. But that's how they look compared to each other. All right. So final thoughts on this guy. He's pretty good. I mean, besides the helmet thing issue, the visor issue, and the knee being a little loose, you know, I don't really have a problem with this guy. He looks pretty good otherwise. The wash is incredible. The sculpting is very, very good. You know, it's a nice piece, and it definitely looks good and will look good in your collection. Definitely if you're putting together, you know, your NECAs and your DSTs together from the first two movies, yeah, it definitely works on that level, for sure. I think it's good, and for the price point, you know, definitely worth it. This guy comes out this Wednesday officially, so check out your local comic shops, check out your favorite online retailers. It should be coming into stock at those places as well. If you pre-order it, you probably get some notices fairly soon on that, but definitely in comic shops, check out this Wednesday. I know they've dropped it in a couple places a little bit early, like Entertainment Earth, but they were already sold out of whatever they had. Otherwise, yeah, Wednesday is the official date, I believe, of these guys dropping in your favorite shops, so give it a check. All right, so please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks to DST for sending this guy along. Very much appreciated. Shout out to them. And until next time, peace out, peeps.